And we will show me on stream. No, okay, hold on. Let's see. I need an editor. Let's see. Be right back. Okay, these tend to be working, but I need to get rid of it now. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to see, Ron. Show on stream me. There we go. Okay, now I'm on. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Hope this doesn't turn into a bust. But we'll see if Ron can get in now. Hold on, he's that's all he gets when he clicks the link. All right, I'm gonna try one more time. That's pretty bizarre. All right, so I am going to invite a guest. This time I am going to do it the old-fashioned way of cut and paste. Oh, just a notification. Okay. Let's go to Ron's email. Okay. L-I-N-K. Paste. Get rid of that. That's weird. That should not happen. I'm very, very aggravated at Melon right now. They might send me back to StreamYard, which I got my issues with them too. Okay, Ron, I have sent you. I'm on the air. You can see me live, hopefully. I sent you a new link. I can see myself on my YouTube channel. I can even type in my YouTube channel. I'm sorry for those of you waiting. Ron is in. Okay. Ron? We gotta show you on.
Hey, there we go.
Now you're on stream.
Showing off my fancy Storm t-shirt.
Oh, hey, that's nice. When'd you get that?
I don't know. Don't remember.
You've had it a while then.
I guess. I've got a lot of them.
Well, I'm sure you do. Oh, now he went to his R for Robin. What are we going to do a face reveal when I hit 1,000 followers or something?
You'll never hit it. No one wants to see this mug. Listen, Melon says it's the best live streaming app, and I have to disagree.
I don't know what I'm going to do either.
I mean, unless Genome's around and he has an idea.
He doesn't use Melon. He's still on StreamYard. Hey, Charles.
You know, the fact that it drops me once we try to get together before you go live.
Right.
And then you go live and it drops the guest. That can't be happening.
No, I agree. There's AG. Oh, he saw your face. The curtain was lifted. It's been lifted a few times. What I mean though is like a full face reveal, where Ron doesn't go behind an icon, where he actually has a conversation, so to speak. But see what we're gonna do. I don't know if there's a TV show called the No Agenda. Was there?
I don't know.
I was just thinking of something to call this today instead of I don't know. I just came up with the No Agenda stream, even though we kind of have an agenda. It's just kind of fun to call it the No Agenda.
NoAgendaStream.com.
Yeah, thanks. Now
no.
somebody's going to go get it. You better be on that, right?
Chat by Adam Curry.
Is that what it is? There is a stream?
Yeah. Then there's noagendashow.net.
I thought there was one called No
Again by VJ Adam Curry.
But see, I was thinking me, you, and Zablo, we could do a no agenda like stream.
That's taken.
But I mean, the thing is, there really is an agenda. It's just we're calling it the no agenda stream. Because you got to have something. I mean, whether it's I'm drawing, we're talking a movie, books, whatever. You have an agenda, but it's just no big agenda, maybe.
Charles says, "Who called you Storm yesterday, and now today?"
Now today you've changed into my female compadre in the form of Storm.
He's waiting for a certain someone to start wearing a Cable t-shirt.
Oh, hey. I got to get those shoulder pads. Got to have Jacob make those for me.
Just crop in real close.
Get some, no, I want to get some, like, cardboard. Jacob and I made him a sword out of cardboard yesterday morning. A little katana.
All right.
Because we've been watching Demon Slayer, and he wanted to order one, and they were like $60. And then he said, Daddy, I could just make one. We could do a DIY. And I was like, okay. I had cardboard.
How much is that going to cost? Oh, nothing? Yes, let's do that one.
Well, it was fun. It took us about an hour. He colored it. I taped it together, cut it out. I could have him show it to you. I'm sure he would love to. You want me to see if I can get the little guy?
If you want to.
Okay, now I'm going to try my mute button first so I can yell over to him and not be yelling, hey, Jacob, because I know he's got his headset on. So let's see if actually I'm going to go to...
The bugs have to be worked out because it's not a bad echo today.
Okay, yeah, and like I said, but I checked and it was Yeti. Callbacks. What are we doing, jokes? Okay, let's see.
Yeah, you're muted. Yeah, you're muted.
Okay, Mr. Jacob has went to get his katana made of cardboard. He's very dangerous with it. I think he already killed somebody last night. Here he is. Would you here? Let me
see this bad boy.
Look at this. See, all that nice cellophane tape gives it the shine of a sword.
You didn't have any tinfoil?
It would be too fragile. This nice shiny tape I think works. We even did the little ring thing,
Mm-hmm.
Ha!
Put some tape, tinfoil over the tape.
But it'll. You mean?
So you go to the camera 7.
He's holding up his cat.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they saw you, Jacob. I think you got cropped over here.
No. I can see myself on it.
Yes, but this is only the preview. See, this is the.
Oh.
Here you go, sir.
Oh.
Your sword. Hey, Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
What is your YouTube channel?
A crane.
Actually, he's not shy, Charles. Give him a minute, and he will take over my show.
That's a true story.
Exactly. So you're okay. His YouTube channel is, if you look under a. Wait a minute. If you want to give him a follow, Acraned, ACRANED.
Acromed.
This Jacob?
Yeah.
Oh, there.
Wait, let me see.
If you search that out, and he does gaming, Roblox and Minecraft, right?
Yeah.
He hasn't done anything in a while. He records and then he doesn't like them.
I don't think you spelled that right.
Why not?
No, that's right.
Okay. Keep it no.
Whoa! Ah!
There.
Well, Jacob does like his anime. I showed him a really nice illustration that somebody did of the two main characters. Well, the brother and sister. Jacob, be careful with the cat. You're going to dislocate her arm.
Okay, I was thinking of his Twitter. Acromed.
Oh, yeah, that's Burger.
ACRUMED.
That's a crumbed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Burger a crumbed.
Oh, that's really heavy.
But yeah, Jacob will have more subscribers than I will soon. I don't let him do face like a face thing on his YouTube, and he's still on the it's made for kids, so there's no commenting or anything on it unless he changed it. You didn't change it, did you? I see it back there. You didn't change it, did you?
No.
All right, I'm gonna keep an eye on you. See, he's loosening up. I got someone dancing on my shoulder. Oh, what a feeling dancing. Maybe I better not take it any further. Don't want to get a copyright strike. Okay, Charles, I saw that now.
Father.
Yes. Okay, now I'm probably gonna draw. Are you gonna be back there making crazy faces, or are you gonna go back and do your game?
I'm probably gonna go back, but I just have like one question.
Okay, you want to get in here?
Yeah. So you know my friend Opie, you know that guy.
Well, let's not talk about your buddy online because Opie is not. You know what? I think maybe his father knows the Andy Griffith Show, and so the kid goes by Opie online. I want to ask Jacob, like, hey, ask him if he was nicknamed after Opie Taylor. Would be kind of clever. Ask him if he knows Floyd the Barber.
Floyd the Barber?
Well, his dad might. He probably wouldn't. But what? Okay, so your friend that you've been chatting, Jacob needs to hook me up a Discord also, so that we can have a roundtable chat with everybody. See, Jacob's got a hat. That's driving me crazy. I'm gonna go to Lids.
Just getting envious. You're getting hat envy.
Look at that. Look at that hat. That's a good looking hat. And he wears it well, doesn't he? There you go. Still got the Walmart tag on it.
Rappers be like.
He saw it. I mean, he spotted it. He's like, Dad, there's a Robux hat. And I'm like, I don't see no Robux hat. Or Roblox, rather. I'm used to buying Robux. And he's like, yeah, it's right there. And I'm like, I don't see it, Jacob. And he's like picked it up, and I said, show it to me. So he picked it up and said, I want it. And I said, all right. That's it. You look good.
It's true.
You see the Kool-Aid shirt I got him, Ron? He's had that a while. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this has been fun.
Yes. Surely has, actually.
It has. So, what do you... See, if I get rid of Ron, they're going to see you in your boxer shorts. Or are you hiding behind me?
I'm hiding behind you, Mike.
Do you want to be on the stream, Jacob? Or would you not be calm enough?
I honestly don't know because I don't have a webcam.
Well, but you could have like an R like Ron. Of course, you wouldn't have an R. You would probably have a J for Jacob. Huh?
That sounds nice.
That sounds nice.
Or I could just make my own profile picture because I think you can.
No, you can't do it on this, can you, Ron? No, you said when you first signed in there was no.
Oh, correct.
Uh-oh. See what?
No.
I hear Nana tiptoeing down.
The Nana woman.
She probably thinks the house is too cold. Jacob, shut the door.
Phew.
Jacob, shut the door. Oh man. Well,
And she always comes here like, Dad.
oh my gosh, 21 minutes went by fast just getting you on and now this. Okay, so Jacob, are you going to go gaming or what are you going to do, bro?
I don't know.
Now you want to hang out here, right?
Yeah.
But then when I get, when it gets boring, when I'm not talking, when I'm drawing, you're going to go, okay, I'm gone now.
Huh. Yeah. Huh.
Perch.
Yeah, about
Perch
that.
is on.
Comics.
I like listening to Perch. Have you ever listened to Perch?
I've not.
He seems like a good guy. He really, he has his pulse on a lot of things, and he probably does about anywhere from 3 to 5 recorded streams a day on various things. I think he had one this morning on DC's. Oh, great! Spotlight on. Oh, that's Richard Friend. Spotlight on John Buscema. Him and Kelsey.
I think I am gonna go gaming.
You're gonna go what?
I'm gonna go gaming.
You're gonna go gaming? Okay. All right. That'll give me some time to draw. If anybody's still
Still tune in after that.
Yeah. What an exit. You didn't see it. Because it's over here. And when I'm cropped like this.
Bye-bye.
there it is. Okay, so there's Mr. Jacob. So what I think I'm gonna do is, let's see, I need to do Spotlight Showtime. And then I need to draw, right, Ron?
Right. What are you drawing today, sir?
Well, I have these two 6x8s that I need to do for a Chris Boyer. They're going to be watercolored eventually, but I was going to try to get the black and white art done for them. Let me switch my cameras. Not my favorite character, either one really, in the Batman Rogues Gallery. Killer Croc, a little tough, but he can be in the shade. It's almost with him. I've seen him drawn so many different various ways. It's almost like, do you draw a Florida Gator? Seriously. Do you give him a nose or do you give him the long what? I kind of liken him. I've been doing a little research. I looked at some reference, and I have some reference out, and I kind of get a Venom feel. The big jaw, the teeth, that type of thing. Except you got the scales to deal with. So, without further ado, that is some pretty good daddying there, Charles. I enjoy Jacob. We have a good time. We joke around. Like I said, we've been watching Demon Slayer at night. I think we've got about only 3 or 4 episodes left for the season to be over, and then he's got something else lined up. And you know how these anime shows run. This one, this new one he wants me to watch with him has 5 seasons, and I don't know how many episodes. It could have 30 or 40 episodes per season. Each episode, and the one we're watching now, is approximately somewhere between 20 to 23, 24 minutes. So we usually watch 2 a night. And in that time, I also think there's the intro, there's the recap, there's credits and stuff like that. So actual animation time, you're probably cut down to 15 minutes, I would guess. Has anybody else been watching Demon Slayer? It's actually pretty cool. I got to admit, I've been enjoying it. So let me just kind of see what I can. Ron, now the gator has again, like Venom, he has a small cranium, correct? They have small little like skull heads.
A real gator?
Yeah.
I mean,
You know,
the picture of one if you need it.
Well, I mean, I could Google that, but I mean, they're smallish, right? Not the whole head, just the circle part tends to be the cranial mass. Come on,
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
the term.
yeah.
They're not like big brain animals, I guess is what I'm saying.
No.
So they don't need a big. That was maybe, we'll see. Is this pencil showing up yet, Ron? Is
Yeah.
it's still too light, or is it all right? No, hey, it's showing up good. I thought about doing a like, let's do some drawing so I can get that key light that I need in here.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of fund that. But then I decided to call it the No Agenda Show, and then I was like, gee, I'd really have an agenda if I'm trying to sell a few pieces of art to buy a key light. So my agenda was, I need to work on Chris Boyer's his two small ones, and then he's got a larger one or two larger ones. Now, and going back and looking at that, I also see that he requested a Two-Face, which, you know what? I'm again, it's one of those ones where I'm not a huge fan of Two-Face because he's kind of boring to a degree. I mean, that doesn't sound like I should be saying it, but it just sounds right to me. Because you've got this, a good-looking guy on one side, relatively good-looking guy. I guess he's, somewhat a handsome person, but then you've just kind of got a craggy face on the other side. But to each his own. So I don't know. Is that just me? Does anyone else?
I mean, I think they probably like the character and the backstory and the.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think it's more of a writing. Visually, I think it's one of those things that, you could kind of. I guess my point being is if I was going to draw a Two-Face story, I would want to figure out my Two-Face, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes you work on a character, so you got to figure them out. You got to kind of like, what am I going to do? And I'm going to kind of give him like more of the human nose going down, because I'm not into the big gator look where it just becomes a gator. Ron, you're drawing something again.
No, I'm watching you.
Don't do that.
Don't watch you.
Don't watch me. How dare you? But then he also has either a Red Skull, which is probably what I'll do, or a G.I. Joe, the Cobra Commander. Both kind of interesting in their own right. And then Dr. Kaz has a Storm and a Ghost Rider. So a lot of skulls coming up. Kind of dig that.
Is that watercolor too?
Yes, those are all. Those will be 9x12 watercolors. These are 6x8. These were going to be black and white with. I added the color. I think I was having a Twitter special. If you followed me on Twitter and just said, "Hey, I want to upgrade the color," it was free. Because I'm an idiot that way.
Kaz is here. He says hello.
Hey, Kaz. Welcome back to the show. Good afternoon. How are you today, sir? And I know we may not get an answer to that until about a half hour. But I'll be here, hopefully. We'll see. So my thing with these are I can get kind of dark on them.
Mm-hmm.
The scarecrow, which I just did a scarecrow.
You did.
And looking at reference again for scarecrow, because I always like to take a look at what's doing. I noticed that instead of the long hat like Kelly and I did, they put like a sock type thing on his head in a way. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, Ron, or maybe I don't know what I'm talking about.
Just the really long, slender cap.
Yeah, it's kind of like my hair when it's sticking like way up here.
Yeah. So Charles said we're all idiots in some ways.
Yes, we are. Indeed, that is so true. Except for Ron. Ron's no idiot, right, Ron?
Oh, sir.
Well, I just wanted to see if you would, Zablow's no idiot. How about that?
I'm not disagreeing.
You can neither confirm or deny. You can neither confirm or deny that, right? Okay, so.
Oh, you just lost a Twitter follower.
Uh-oh. Who would that have been?
Zablo.
Zablo. See, I'm going to give him this kind of a goofy, like, lip coming out. Have a little fun with him, cartoon him a bit. Maybe give him some saliva. He could actually even have a tongue, you know? I don't want to get it too big because I don't want it confused with Venom. But we could do something in here. Now I need to figure out, it's almost like I'm working on a grid, you know, with these little scales. So once I can kind of figure out what I'm going to do with them, the inking, and let's see, what's my reference showing me? Some of it does have like very dominant spikes Some of it does not. I don't want him too smooth, but I don't want him too jiggy jaggy.
Jiggy jaggy.
Jiggy jaggy. Let's see. So these will be kind of, you see, I'm just indicating stuff, right? I'm going to try to do a lot of it in ink, but I'm just trying to. Now up on his shoulder, though, let me find a good. Well, they've got some really good Killer Croc statues.
Well, Charo says even though Killer Croc surely predates Venom.
Oh, of course. No doubt about that. Venom was an afterthought of the black suit Spider-Man. It was this is making us money. Do something with it. Killer Croc has been around, I don't know how long, but there's been many characters around longer than Venom. In fact, I would say most of Batman's rogues, except for maybe Bane, and Harlequin. No, Harlequin was out after Venom.
First appearance of Bane, Vengeance of Bane, January 93.
And
looking it up.
And Venom was still in the 8. Yeah.
I'm looking up Harlequin.
Boy, that Harlequin had to be 90s too, right?
Probably. I would think Bruce Timm.
Yeah.
'92. September 11th, 92, Batman the Animated Series. First comic appearance, The Batman Adventures, number 12.
Wow. They waited a while to get her in there. Okay. Should I go in for inks? I think so. I think what I'm gonna do is kind of have fun with the colors on these. Like if I get these scales nice and dark the way I want them and they pop out good, I might do kind of a gradient up him from maybe a yellow to a green to into a deep blue turquoise color or something. This background, I know I'm going to start it off in black. I may fade it off into a wash of gray. That can always come later. I don't have to worry about that right now.
Well, Charles said he is editing your wiki page.
Oh, okay. For what?
No, he just said he's checking it out. And he said, yes, she was in the Batman animated series first.
I have tried to edit my wiki page and I can't.
Well,
I don't even.
That's not saying much.
No, but what I'm saying is they're hard.
Go
I don't
get Jacob
know.
to do it.
He knows all this stuff on Discord, and I keep telling him, Jacob, Daddy could use the Discord, because with that, I could bring the sound in to the stream here, so that if we wanted to have live chat type stuff, we could do it. Because you can have unlimited people in a Discord, right?
Yeah.
So it would be kind of fun. And it would be quite immediate. I would just have to have an admin, in case somebody got out of hand. Like that Zablo guy.
Oh, that character.
He might get a little out of hand. Might have to have Jacob admin him. Just so he won't cause any of that Sylvester Stallone trouble.
Man, you're just getting a little over the top.
No, I hate that movie.
I like it.
I saw that in the theater with Zablo. I think he drove, or I would have walked out of it. No, I couldn't have, because then he would have whined.
Well, Charles wants you to know he was not editing, just looking. And so you got to work with Mark Gruenwald.
Did they add that? Yeah, on Squadron Supreme, the first. In various ways. I worked with him when he was writing Captain America. I worked with him when he was an editor of, I think, Captain America also. And as a writer of Captain America and Squadron Supreme. Yeah, good guy. Very nice guy. Lots of fun, too. Once I get some of this little stuff out of the way, I'm going to hit this with a brush. I'm just feeling out a little bit more of the drawing, cleaning it up.
Yeah. Well, Charles liked his writing.
Yeah, I mean, he's the one that came up with the whole Super Patriot U.S. agent storyline. And I'm not sure, but I hope that somewhere his widow and I can't remember if he had kids or not. I hope that they do get something for that.
All right. You hear me better, Charles?
Huh?
Charles said my volume is very low.
Oh, I hear you fine. Who was telling you were low last night? Was it Charles?
No, it was
Was it Gino?
Yep. I kept wanting to say Gerald, but I knew it wasn't that. I started with a G. Yeah, Gino.
Yeah.
So I went into the microphone setting, and it says auto adjust mic volume. So I clicked that.
Well, you are really modulating now, sir. If anybody has trouble hearing you now, they need to go talk to Neil Adams.
Well, he said your wiki only shows 5 titles.
5 titles of
Probably
what?
5 titles that you've worked on.
Well, wikis are only so good.
And your wiki says you have a daughter.
No, I know that's wrong. I haven't read my wiki in a long time, but I don't know who edited that. I tried to update it with a photo and some, some more current stuff, and you submit it, and then I don't know. It just seems like it doesn't take.
Yeah. He said the volume started fine, then dipped, but now it's fine again.
That damn Charles is going to drive you crazy, Ron.
We got to fix this. I'm blaming Melon. It worked fine when we used to do Streambird.
Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with Melon. I don't know why there's these issues. I mean, there shouldn't be. They had just sent me an email where there was, I don't know, they're going to do they wanted to do a survey, and it was in conjunction with a couple more things. And it almost sounded like just for filling out the survey. It didn't say it was a contest. I think they were going to give me like a $20 or $25 gift certificate from Amazon. So I was like, okay, I'll take a look at it. Never came yet. Maybe there's a reason.
Well, Charles said that's Mark's wiki. I guess he was talking about the daughter.
There you go. See, you got to be clear.
Well, I'm reading what's being typed.
I know. That's what I'm saying. He needs to be clear because
John's wiki doesn't mention personal stuff. Well, it's about to.
Oh, it does. We had a good time back in the day. We mentioned the Corduroy Mafia.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's still up. I think that got taken down. Ron, would you have been a member of the Corduroy Mafia? Do you know what it is?
I do, and I did. It was this brownish, reddish kind of color.
Rusty, like a rust copper color.
Yeah. And I think there was a dull brown green version too.
Yes, there was.
And a gray.
You were very limited. I just loved it. You would go to the, mine was at Sears, and you would see all these clothes, and the guy would size you up. The guy working there would size you up. We go, oh, come this way, and then you've got this like maybe 2 racks of clothes to choose from, very limited. It's like, oh, but what about those? No, you're over here. But I like those. Yes. We have a lot of young lads. Young lads. We have a lot of young lads that enjoy that style, but they're not quite for you. Very, very quite humiliating, I suppose, to a degree. When you look back at it, I guess it's funny, but it's hurtful at the same time.
Yep.
Because the way that you were just forced over to that section. Oh, man. Some people don't know that horror, Ron.
So Charles says he likes to comment on live streams. He could write more detailed comments, but there's not enough place for them.
I think they only give you 200 characters.
Limited characters.
Well, you can always do like a part 1 of 2 and continue it. Well, if anything, I'll probably be good for at least doing up. I think I lost his tongue because I wasn't paying attention.
I'm okay with that. I
Yeah.
wasn't crazy about the tongue. I like that mouthful of teeth.
Yeah. I'll just go ahead and scratch it. I'll put it in there. Kinda. It'll be tucked under. Boy, all these places I'm going to, the COVID rates are going up. Alabama.
Everywhere.
Well, yeah. I saw something on Alabama that they're, looks like masks are going to be coming back in. I don't know where the failure came in.
Killer Croc isn't that old a character, as he dates back to 1983. Venom was 1988 per Charles.
Okay. That's still a good, what, 5 years?
Mm-hmm.
What about Mad Hatter? Mad Hatter. What do we know about Mad Hatter? He wears a mad hat.
First appearance. Let's see, what do we got? Batman 49, October 1948.
Wow. Joker. Joker had to be before Matt. Well, maybe not. I don't know. 1948.
Oh, Joker was before that.
He was probably the main nemesis at the time. Wouldn't you guess? Like the first.
Oh no, you're right. You're right. Batman #1, April 25th, 1940. The Joker.
So what, I'm right about what?
The Hatter was older.
I thought you said the Hatter was 43.
Did I? I thought it was 38. Ah, shit.
Maybe you did.
Getting old, man. Let me go back to it. '48.
For the Hatter.
Yep.
And Joker was
40.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I think I just said 40.
I can't remember 4 seconds ago.
Yeah, 1940.
Okay. I'm going to do some sloppy fiddle coming off the chin here.
Yep, that's right, Charles. 1940 was Joker's first appearance. And he was killed off in his first appearance. Charles is giving us a lowdown now.
The Joker was? Or the Hatter?
I'm assuming since he's talking 1940, then he goes to the next one, he was killed off, talking about the Joker. So I'm going with that.
Well, they killed him and brought him back. So see? It is true.
Ron said 48. Yeah, for the Hatter. We probably have a big lag between what we're talking about and what he's hearing.
Some spittle.
That's a lot of spittle.
Well, you know.
And then Charles says, I might not like all of his comments after all, especially when I drop letters. Not quite sure what that means.
I was about to say the same. I'm confused. But nothing new about that.
He said the Joker was killed off in his first appearance.
So you see, it's been happening. Characters have been killed and brought back all the way back to the 40s. Right, Ron?
Right.
Nobody in comics ever truly dies. Except Gwen Stacy.
So he said, no lag. I type faster. You get to me in your time. Thank you.
No lag. Okay. Have some zero sugar Gold Peak tea today. We got these in St. Augustine, so last day of no diet. Figure out be a little.
Now get your sugar going.
No. Knock these out. This is like no sugar, but it's got the artificial stuff in it.
All right.
What do we got?
Charles, so we have a lag on our side from whatever crap app we're using, the YouTube comments, and then they go over to Melon. And I can't watch both of them at the same time, so I'm just on Melon right now. But I have seen before there's a lag from comments you'll type on YouTube till the time they pop up for us to actually see on Melon. But yes, I'm glad you're typing a lot because it gives us a lot to read and a lot to talk about.
That actually also happens on StreamYard too, though.
That does, but I noticed it's worse on this app.
Yeah. I'm going to... hey, Ron, have you got the YouTube window open?
I have the YouTube window open.
Can you just type test in there? So I want to see if you still get the little wrench, meaning you're a moderator.
I get a winch?
Yeah, a winch. Okay, you do get the wrench. That's good. I wanted to check that to make sure that you still had that moderation thing, because it doesn't show up in the behind the curtain chat. No,
so
let's.
And Uncle Ben's too. He remained dead.
Uncle Ben.
Yes, from Spidey.
I thought you were talking about the rice.
So it's too early for you to be craving carbs and thinking about rice.
Well, you know what? It's my last day. I'm thinking Mexican dinner would be.
Oh, that would be good. Yeah, I got to be careful what I wish for, Charles.
Got to get those carbs and sugar going tomorrow. You know, start cutting them out. Okay. I'm gonna go in.
He's going in, everybody.
It could be a great failure. Oh, need my readers. I'm kind of like, you know. I hear Jacob playing his little guitar. I think it's still a Paw Patrol guitar that he had since he was a wee lad. He bust into Thunderstruck on it.
And no, Charles, no relation to George Wendt. Norm from Cheers.
Yes, indeed. Yep. I think Jacob popped a string.
Oh.
Actually, I did have my friend who is a professional guitar player and sells guitars and stuff. We brought it up there because Jacob was really into guitar for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And we were looking for a cheap guitar, but he said he didn't even start teaching kids until they were like Jacob's age now, 8. And so Jacob brought that guitar in. And I said, Jacob, he can play anything. I said, bring your guitar. I said, and he actually tuned that little guitar first. And then he just started into songs. And then Jacob knew the Smooth Criminal Michael Jackson song. And Jacob asked him, like, can you play that? And he went into the riff, and Jacob, like, both Jacob and I about lost it. I was surprised he could even do that on that little guitar. It was quite fun.
Well, here's a good question: is who would win in a fight, Spider-Man's Uncle Ben or the big rice man himself, Uncle Ben?
The big rice man.
Yeah, seems a little younger than
Yep.
old Uncle Ben.
That's what I'm thinking. Even though Uncle Ben looks like he's in his 40s, I think Uncle Ben was like in his 60s. It was almost, well, wait a minute. Aunt May seems kind of old, doesn't she?
So she just keeps getting younger and younger in the movies.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the Ditko comic book when you see her.
Oh, she looks very old.
She looks like grandma.
Like grandma. Yep.
Yeah.
Now, did you live in New York during your inking comics phase, John? This is from Charles.
No, I did not. I have always been in Florida. Why go to the god awful north snow if I don't have to? Now, I kind of liked going up and visiting. Mike Zeck stayed in Connecticut, so I had a place I would crash there with. Mike would. I usually went up twice a year, once in the summer and once in the winter. The summers in Connecticut are just as brutal as they are in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't really realize that, but I do. And the winters, oh boy, I had some horrible winters up there. You never know what you're going to get. I would stay anywhere from 4 to 6, 7 weeks. You know, it was a good trip.
Oh, and I have successfully edited your Wikipedia.
How?
I went with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 little breaks down.
For what?
John can can be found often streaming live on his YouTube channel at John Beatty Art, and you can also find more up-to-date information on his website by going to www.johnbeattyart.com. Here you can listen to John relive his previous adventures in the corduroy mafia while he draws, inks, paints, and has a good time educating and joking with his fans.
But did it automatically show up?
Yeah, no, it's right there. It's boom.
Man,
Charles will confirm when he gets done fact checking me.
do they still have that picture of me from the Philippines in 2007?
They got rid of that. That photo is gone. I'll update that too.
Use the one I've been using, the one you took.
The humidity of Florida, though, would be hard to deal with, and you are right. So Charles thinks that Parker would win that fight.
Okay.
In the comics, Aunt May's been old forever. And there was a lot of mailing back and forth. Let me get your current photo.
How did you do that so fast, Ron?
Well, by ignoring Charles' comments.
No, I mean, I've literally tried and I'm like,
they probably don't like you editing yourself. They're like, oh man, that guy don't know what he's talking about.
All I did was want to change the picture because I got tired of like it being 10 years old and they still have that picture up. And I'm like, no, just, I want to change the picture. Something that at least resembles what I look like now.
Let's see if I can.
Do you have that photo or do I need to send it to you?
You better send it to me. Otherwise, I'm just going to rip it off a site.
Well, I'm trying to think. It's on my other computer. It's on my laptop.
That's all right. I'll pull it from somewhere.
You should put photo copyright Ron Went photography or something. That would be classic. Do it.
Nah.
Come on. Headshot courtesy of Ron Went photography.
All right. I got the photo. Charles is not seeing the changes I made. It was like 7 little paragraphs down. Maybe it's just showing on my end till they got to approve it. Who knows? I'm going to crop some of the wall off this photo.
Yeah, that's what I did. I have like a 720 by 720, I think, square. I need a new one taken by the end of this year, probably for next year. I just went with that one because it was the best one I had for the time. Because we took that in early
18?
I thought it was early 2019.
Might have been.
Like right at the beginning of the year. Because I know, well, either late 18 or early 19, because I wanted a new headshot for shows.
All right.
Ron is an editing fool now. Now he's going to have fun. Make one for yourself, Ron.
No.
Make one for Jared.
No.
You sounded like Sean Connery when you're no Trebek, no. Hey, did they both die in the same year? Wasn't that the weird thing? Trebek and Connery, didn't they die like 2 weeks apart or something?
I really don't know.
That'd be kind of freaky. But stranger things have happened. Right? Yeah.
Right.
We just don't know all this stuff. You know, Zablo and I, when Zablo used to go on like road trips with the guys, you know, instead of living his retired RV life now. RV life. I could see Zablo doing an RV life. Bella wants to do that. I've got no interest in living in an RV. Although that
could be fun.
Traveling. I'll tell you what. I saw a good movie while we were in St. Augustine. It was on at night. I'd never seen it before. Maybe you have. They were doing this thing on the country music television station. It was all like RV style movies. You know, it had to have something to do with an RV. There was one called, I think it was called Hi, We're the Millers or Meet the Millers. Does that ring a bell?
Yes, Meet the Millers.
Yes. Oh, man. I love that movie. I'd never seen it. And there was I really enjoyed it. Let's just say that. It was cracking me up. And I don't know if they sculpted that kid's eyebrows, if you remember the kind of the dorky kid.
I don't remember his eyebrows.
They were kind of like Mr. Spock eyebrows. He always looked surprised. They were arched up. They were down, but then arced up. It was funny. And do you remember the general idea of like they're not really a family, but they kind of got together?
It's been so long since I've seen that. I don't really remember it. Sorry.
Oh, okay. It was just, it's one of those movies I'm glad that was on, and I started watching it. Bella had it on, and it had Jennifer Aniston in it. So I'm like, and she played the stripper. So I'm like, okay, I'm there. But I don't know who the dad was. Can't remember, but he looked very familiar.
Yeah, he was from The Hangover. Stu the dentist, wasn't it? Or no? Or was it the guy from Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
I can't remember. I can't remember his name, but the other people, I have no idea. He looked familiar. I knew Jennifer Aniston, of course, but man, I'll tell you, that was a fun movie. The bloopers at the end were pretty good. I like when they put that stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're
Jason Sudeikis was the dad per AG. And Charles had a question, though. Have you gotten to meet a lot of comic luminaries of the day during your time as an inker and Sense John?
Rephrase that, Alex.
Have you got to meet a lot of cool comic people since you've been doing inking?
Oh, yeah, of course. I've met just about everyone you could think of that's alive or maybe even dead. I remember, Mike Zeck and I used to always see Frank Miller in the Marvel offices, and not that Frank would remember me now. but he was doing Daredevil, and Mike and I would be in kind of early-ish because we usually had a concert planned to go to in New York. So we would get in a little bit before lunchtime, and Frank would be turning in stuff. And I remember the one day Frank was in there. All of a sudden, he had on like a new pair of jeans, a new pair of red Converse All-Stars, like a new T-shirt. Everything was new, and I think it was Zach that said something about, "Hey, looks like you must have got a royalty check," or maybe one of his first royalty checks, because he was shined up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, AG's got a plan, and he's going to paint one eyebrow, so he always looks interested. Charles says in comics, both Steve Ditko and Stan Lee died in 2018. Steve in June, Stan in November.
Yep, I remember that. I remember that they were, I think Steve just wanted to outlive Stan. Maybe.
Well, he didn't.
I thought
He said Steve was in June, Stan was in November.
Oh, okay. I confused it. I confused it, Ron. Put that in my Wikipedia.
Confuzzled.
I confuzzled it. So those of you tonight that are looking for something to do artistically, Ron.
Yo! They can jump in with us while we're watching David Finch streaming on YouTube.
That's right. And
there's plenty of time for them to draw along too.
If they wish, they're gonna be painting with Ariel Olivetti.
Yep.
And David's been really taken off painting. With Ariel's course, I think he's painted before, so he kind of has a leg up, but man, just within the few paintings that he's done over the past couple of months, he's probably done what, 4 or 5 paintings?
Yeah, 4 or 5 at least. Maybe more we haven't even seen.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. 4 or 5 that he's, shown. And he is getting really good.
AG said nice. He's probably going to be there with us.
Yep. I think it'll be a good time. I just wonder, I'm curious. I don't know if they're going to try to speak English or if they have an interpreter.
David and Eric will probably converse, and Ariel's going to do his thing and paint. That's what I'm guessing.
But I don't know. I think they could also do an interpreter.
That'd be nice. AG said the Daredevil one he just saw looks as good as any of the other cover artists' work.
Oh, yeah.
And Charles wants to know, can we get a Beatty Finch crossover?
I actually have a Wolverine piece to blue line when I get a chance. It's just something I'm going to do for fun because I've never inked David's work before. And
where'd you get that?
Some guy had it up on that Facebook site.
Okay.
And they were asking people for, hey, I'm looking for somebody to ink this. And I just kind of volunteered. I said, you know what? I've never inked Finch. If you send me a scan, I'll take a shot at it when I get a chance. And of course, I haven't had that chance yet, and the sketch is from around 2009. So it's an older drawing. Um,
So it's probably a little looser to allow you to.
it's not. And here's my thing. I really like Finch's work a lot. I kind of want to, and I don't know if this would be like good or bad. I kind of want to like step away from how everybody else inks him and how he inks himself
Mm-hmm.
with all the little tiny hatch lines and stuff that he puts in.
No, I'd love to see your style on that. See how it comes out.
Well, we were talking about it in another stream, and it may have been Genome or somebody. I think you were here, Ron, that Scott Williams had inked a piece and he kind of did the black areas first. And then he said to David, hey, take a look at without all the rendering and stuff. And I guess David liked it enough. He said, that's it. Let's turn that in. And that's what they used. Do you remember that?
Oh, barely. So Charles said when he meant a Beatty Finch crossover, he meant streaming. He said someone had volunteered to interpret, and he's mentioning that Captain America was one of the paintings that Finch has also done.
Well, I don't know. I never say never. It could happen. I could use Finch's audience to kind of let people know that I'm alive.
Oh, and hey, it's not letting me add your photo. It says they could not determine whether it's suitable for Wikimedia Commons. Please only upload photos that you took yourself with your camera.
Well, there you go. Ron photography. Maybe that's what it did to me. I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
You think that they would like just put it back up there and, I don't know. Is there a place for a disclaimer like, yes, I did?
No.
This is my photo? There's not?
It is my photo. No, it's not. So I'll just I'll pull it a little later. My camera's dead. It might be on my phone still. Because remember it had that Bluetooth thing?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Well, then how do they know,
Probably the address is somehow tagged to the photo. View photos, pictures on smart device, no files. I erased them all. All right, so they're still in the camera.
I don't know how they do that. I don't get it. Because some people have multiple photos. Of course, they're on the red carpet and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, we could put you on a red carpet.
That's right. But you're not an AP photographer.
I could write AP on my photo. So where are we gonna get your photo shoot done at?
The next one?
Yeah. The brick in that building was nice.
Yeah, I'd probably choose an alleyway maybe. Remember those stairs we went to?
Yeah.
I can't remember what was wrong that day. It's a little overcast is actually good because you don't got to deal with
the lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it was too bright. The shadows were too harsh.
Well, Charles said rights are necessary, but that kind of thing is an irk with all the legalese.
What they ought to do is just, somehow have on file. Like I'm easy to find. It's like they could contact me and Hey,
Can you
is this
validate this picture? Is this
yeah,
you?
exactly. Is this you? Yeah, that's me.
But imagine how much time they would have to spend validating to each individual every time the Wikipedia was edited.
But not with the professional photographers who are, doing this to all the real celebrities and stuff that, they're like I said, they're at a red carpet event. That's what I'm talking about. That's where I think it might, I'm painting myself into a corner, no pun intended, because I'm this is wet and I don't want to. You know what I'm saying, Ron?
I know what you're saying.
You ever painted yourself into a corner? Yes, you have. I know the answer to that. Not a literal corner. I mean, just on that painting you worked on.
Oh, I thought you meant like in your office. I'm like, no, I literally did that.
Yes, you did do that. That's right.
So here's a question. Would you take a flight on a flying carpet?
Sure. No. Well, I don't know. I'm afraid of heights, so that's why I said sure at first, and then I went, wait a minute. Depends on how drugged up I was.
It's gonna be one strong carpet.
That's true too. That may be a bit out of my. I would not do the slingshot like Jacob did.
Nope.
Jacob would not do it again either. Although he does have a good time showing people that video. All right. How we doing here?
It's looking good. So I got some watermelon Perrier water today.
Have you tried it?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It tastes just like the regular water, then aftertaste of watermelon.
Right. Not too strong.
No, not too strong.
I used to drink watermelon juice because I would put the whole melon in because I heard it was good for blood pressure. This was a while ago. I'm talking at least 20 or 30 years ago.
All right. Well, Charles said he too is afraid of heights. He has no problem with flying though, and he just thought it up when we were talking about the red carpet.
Yeah, no, I got no problem with flying. I got problems with if I get on the second floor of a hotel. I don't like to look over the railing. The scariest hotels for me, but I love them, are the Embassy Suites.
Why is that?
Because, well, they're real narrow, and the wall dividers or whatever you want to call them, the what's the correct term I'm looking for?
I don't know.
Somebody will
The support, the gate,
the
rails.
Thing. Yeah, the rails are very like they come up to just like my hip, like mid hip, and it's almost like a hazard for me. Like if I hit one, I could easily like topple over if I lost my balance. I know. It's a weird fear, but
Yeah. All right. So with the flying carpets, um,
what?
I would possibly do it if it had a harness or a
A parachute.
strap or something I could hold on to. Otherwise, my ass would be flying off, falling off.
No need for that. Flying carpet would kind of be fun. I don't know. Kind of be scary.
Well, AG said there's a cucumber melon sparkling water that's pretty good where he's at.
Yep, I've had cucumber and melon, actually just infused water, which is really good.
Mm-hmm. And Charles doesn't like that fancy water you got to pay for, which, it is expensive just for bottles of water.
Yep, it's true.
Although it was 17 ounces and it was at the Dollar Tree. So it was $1. So I felt pretty good with that.
$1 a bottle.
$1 a bottle.
That's a good deal. You pay more than that for a soda water,
Yeah.
a Coke or something, which is not good for you. Dominoes. Just throwing that out there, right?
Stop it.
I know that's one of your weaknesses.
Well, he said they didn't, Charles said they didn't show any straps in Aladdin. So without any reins, I am not getting on said carpet.
Said carpet. Yeah, that's right. Got to have some sort of parachute, backup. Although we don't have them on planes. I love it. Your seat can be used as a flotation device. It's like, look, if we're doing that, I ain't worrying about my seat as a flotation device. If we're going into some water, I think I need more than a seat. Maybe I don't. I don't know, but I don't want to have to find out. I will say that. All right.
Well, I would agree, Charles, that even normal water sucks to pay for. Although, paying for anything generally sucks.
Well, what you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
Not have anything?
AG said it'd be a flotation device or a bobber if there are sharks.
Yeah.
Well, Charles will get on that carpet if there's a drawing on it.
What kind of drawing? I'm sure it's got to be something specific.
Oh, I'll go ahead and answer this one for John Charles. No, he's not going to draw on a flotation device or carpet, depending on what thing we're talking about.
Yeah, that's probably true.
So he'd do it for some branded Beatty art with purpose.
Well, if I had the carpet, I would consider it, but we got to find that part of the equation first.
So what pen are you using?
The Pentel pocket brush. Like I said,
Is that the waterproof ink?
Yeah. Yep. Hopefully.
So HG or Charles, are you guys doing any art? Anything you're working on? If you guys do art or like art?
I know AG dabbles. Dabble.
Okay, so when Charles said, "Would you ever draw on a product like that, John?" And I thought we're talking about flying carpets. He meant a bottle of water. So product design.
Oh, I already did that at DC. Doing style guide work. A lot of it was used for various greeting cards, wrapping paper, packaging design, T-shirts, party favors for kids.
You've done non-comic related product design for
Yes.
that tire place.
The
bobblehead.
Yeah, that was for trying to think of it. Oh boy. That was a good little gig. What was that? Ah, man. Drawing a blank. It'll come to me in a minute. His name was Tom, the bobblehead. But see, I designed the character first for the company a few years prior, and then they wanted a bobblehead. Little did they know, they did not read where they were going to get these bobbleheads. Maybe I shouldn't go into this story. They should have read the description on where they were getting the bobbleheads made. Because they could have saved money not having me draw a turnaround. All they need is a front view.
Well, Charles does like to write and draw. So what do you like to draw, Charles?
Don't worry about these smudges because they're going to get covered up with black. What time is it getting to be, Mr. Ron?
Why, it is 2:48.
Ooh. I will probably have to finish some of this up off stream because I need to get out and do some things before it's time for John. Mm-hmm. Did you say 3:48?
2:48.
Oh, 2:48. Yeah, that would be good. I probably need to maybe start getting prepared to say goodbye to all the family. And I'm probably going to get a bigger brush with real ink and go in here and do the black thing. I'm just going to scale this up while I got the brush up, brush out. Jacob will, of course, not want to take a ride with me, as usual. He'll be like, I'll stay here and play games. Sometimes he'll go, though. I gotta kind of bribe him with something. He already had a coffee, so can't give him another one. All right, so you kind of get the idea that what I'm doing here, I guess. And I will probably, once this is all dry, kind of do this type of effect on the back, and then it's going to get a wash of watercolor over it. And like I said, I think I'm going to do kind of a gradient style where I start light and it fades down dark, and then I might have to be a little careful around his teeth, but that's fine. I'll keep those nice and yellow, as they should be, right?
Right.
Can't have a crocodile with pearly whites. All right, so I am going to wrap this for today. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for thanks for hanging in with our whatever it was at the beginning. I don't think it was our problem. I think it was Melon's problem.
Oh, Melon's problem became our problem.
You are absolutely right. I'm probably not. I think my subscription renews on the 22nd, but I ain't going to do it. I might go back to StreamYard, as much as I don't really care for them either. It seemed like it was maybe, there's a few things I do like better. It's that silly name and that mallard duckhead I don't like. But in the bigger scheme of things, I've given Melon a couple of months, and what's it given me, Ron? Headache. It's given me some streaming headaches. I don't know why. It's from Streamlabs. I would have thought that it would have been far superior. But man, just the idea that if I do a stream like I did today, and I bring you in early, and then we go live and it boots you out, and then the code that you have to get in won't let you back in. That's bizarre. Mm-hmm. That's beyond bizarre. Bizarre.
Well, Charles knows a place you can stream.
Yeah, where's that? All right, I think that's about all I'm going to do on this. No, it's not going to stay there, but it will if I put a kneaded eraser. Hopefully this will hold. There we are.
Jacob says hi.
Jacob. Oh, hey, Jacob. Jacob, you want to go down someplace with Dad? He'll be like, no. Why would I want to do that? The Jacob is here. Yes, he is, indeed. Yes, he would. Okay. All right. We're going to head out just for a little bit. Got actually. All right, buddy.
Well, Kaz says it looks great. He's not sure who that is. Venimo Croc.
Well, it will be Croc. It'll all be in the color because the greens will. The big city greens. This might definitely need some alligator or actually crocodile style splattering on it too at the very end. Don't you think, Ron?
Yep.
Get some extra, like maybe a darker green or something like that, and give it some textural splatter on it.
You still got that dark Doc Martens green dye around there?
That wouldn't do so good. I need something acrylic. Actually, some black would probably just be as good. You know, once I go over with color.
Yep.
The black would probably be fine. All right, everybody. So thank you for showing up today. I need to take a few days off and clean up my bedroom, get it organized, set up a few camera things. What else? Figure out a logical and doable streaming schedule, unlike the last ones I've had, and wrap up some stuff during those so that I can move onward into a few things that I've got planned and that will be announced. So if you're on my mailing list, you can join below. You will be hearing about them. I'm probably waiting to the end of the month or maybe a little bit more to announce some. Twitch, if I get that set up, that will be announced earlier, because once I get my mess down here that you're not seeing, that's my bed behind me there. So as you can see, I'm in a very small room. Not like I used to have. So I don't have that nice big area to work in. So I have to kind of consolidate everything so that I can be a little more comfortable, and I can work it out. It's just going to take a matter of organization and cleaning up certain things that can be put away and used as needed. Whereas before I could just leave stuff out and I could go from one station to the other to another, and it was like fantastic, you know. Didn't have the problem where, oh, I'm doing this, so I got to set this up. So anyway, thanks for coming out. I do appreciate y'all, Ron. As always, thanks for doing the duty of
reading the chat. No problem, man.
Reading the chat. Dr. Kaz, thank you. I appreciate that very much. Gave me a little tip, I believe. Oh, okay. I do appreciate that, Dr. Kaz. Get me a little Pellegrino money. I will make sure to drink those in your honor, sir. So, I guess that's it, Ron. Tonight is it 8 o'clock?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock Eastern time. I really think, I will be there watching it. David Finch and his friend Eric Grove are having Ariel Olivetti on, and they're going to be doing an acrylic painting of Bane, all three of them. And I think it should be very interesting if you're interested in painting. It seems like a very logical technique that they're doing, one that can be learned fairly easy, and I say that very cautiously, because when you're as good as Ariel, or even what David's done, they make it look easy. Now, we all know it's not that easy, but this one actually, didn't it make sense to you, Ron?
Yeah, no, I mean, learning the theory of it isn't too hard. It's the execution.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like, when you find out, like, that's it, you just start with a barrel. Thought I had one here.
Acrylic, water, matte medium.
Exactly. It and you just layer it. It's just thin layer after thin layer till you build up
colors.
Build up your colors, then pick out your highlights, I guess, at the end. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. So see you all there tonight. I will be in the chat. I don't know. I expect it to be maybe close to 500 to 1,000 people. I know David gets probably a good amount of anywhere from 300 to 500 people on his streams in general. So I'm thinking this one is really going to be something huge. So again, show up. Yeah, if you're interested. Just wanted to give you all a heads up. So from here, Daytona Beach, Jacob and I are going to go take a quick trip. And I might be able to find me a hat. I think I'm going to go out to the Lids place real quick, right down the street at the outlet malls that they just put in, and at least get my head measured, see what they got, see what feels comfortable. I need something lightweight here in Florida. I just like to wear them if I roll out of the bed with the bed head going and need to go do something real quick. I like to just be able to put a cap on backwards and go do what I need to do, and then come back and get my groom on and get looking good for Ron. I mean, for my wife. Well, she's always joking about that. So I had
horrible.
to throw that in. So anyway, thank you again.
Yeah, thanks, Kaz, AG, Charles.
Yep. Everybody, appreciate it. See you next time. Keep in touch. If you liked it, thumbs up. If you didn't, hey, thumbs down. Everybody, you can't please the world. Other than that, I am gone. Ron, I'm not going to stay behind the curtain, so I will be gone when I say goodbye. Any last words?
Nope.
All right. Goodbye.